Welcome back to our Carl video series. My name is Rob from Ahead Simulations, and I'm going to be walking you through some of the core features of the Carl mannequin. What I'll talk about in this video is not specific to any model, but are more features of the Carl line of products in general. First thing I'm going to start with is the ears themselves. All of the Carl ears, they are made directly from patient CT scans. So this means that it not only has a realistic anatomical model and it represents a patient-specific case, but the materials that we use for the ear also create a realistic acoustical model for the ear canal on its own. This means if you're doing any sort of measurements or hearing aid fitting or real ear measurement, what you get from Carl's ears will look specific to this patient and will be realistic to what you may see in clinic. There's some small intricacies that I could go on about, but the best way to really learn about that more is to look at our published validation study on our website. Focusing in on the ears as well, the ears are all compatible with the other Carl heads. So I just clicked out this ear here. You can see I can click it right back in. If I want to change to the durable ears because I want to do impressions and I don't want my impressions to stick to the ears, you'll see I swap that ear out, swap it right back in, and it's good to go. This is also the case if you purchase additional ear anatomies on top of it. So Carl always comes with the large anatomy, and you can add on the small or bendy anatomy to effectively simulate 2 additional patients past the large that comes with the Carl as default. So those are the ears. Next thing is the actual head model itself. The Carl head model is made to be as anthropomorphic as possible. This basically just means the size of the head, whether it's from the nose to the back of the head, whether it's ear to ear, whether it's the circumference of the head, all of those measurements are as close to published standards as possible so that things such as the head-related transfer function or any measurements or acoustics that you'll do with Carl are as realistic as possible. Number 3 that I'll talk about with Carl is the QR code on the back. When you scan this QR code, it will take you directly to our resources section on our website. You can find tools for educators here, you can find curriculum, you can find lesson plans, you can find more videos like this. It's really made for whether you're an instructor or a trainer who is beginning to use Carl and wants some additional ideas or inspiration or support to get going, or even if you're just learning on your own from Carl, if you're a student, if you're a clinician who just wants additional practice. You can scan this and it will take you directly to all of our resources that can get you up and going as fast as possible. Number 4 I'll walk you through on Carl is looking at the bottom of him. And there are 2 specific things to note here. One is the suction cups. These are seen on the outside and they are pre-installed on the Carl themselves. You might have noticed previous in the video as well as right now, it really sticks to tables. So this is if you're using it in an environment where you're afraid it might fall over, or you're working with students who tend to find a way to break things. This is a great option for making sure it's secure. I don't know if you can tell by my setup, but I can basically lift this table all the way into the air just with the force of these suction cups. So they should be great for that. In other purposes, you may want to actually mount him up in a different scenario. And for that, we have a VESA mounting bracket that's found here as well. We don't include any of the hardware, but we do offer a mount additionally on the side. And this is meant for attaching it to whether it's a computer monitor stand or any other standard mount that uses the VESA standard. It makes Carl something that you can mount and is a lot more versatile depending on your environment. Another video that we will make will go into details about the different ways that you can mount Carl, but just know that no matter what Carl unit that you get, these features come as standard. Other than that, many of the other details are unit specific. So I'll wait to go into another video for that as well. Those 4 features are really what makes Carl platform stand out. That includes number 1, the ears, number 2, the head and the dimensions of the head, number 3, the QR code on the back, and number 4 on the bottom is all the mounting options. Be sure to check out our other videos to learn more about the different Carl units, and if there's any questions at all, always feel free to reach out to a member of our team.